You are ready for the weekly free instant tournament of BBO. And let me just check the quality of the stream, if everything is as it should be. Yes, it is. So let's go to BBO. I'll share the screen here. And as you are aware, this is a 8-deal tournament, match point scoring. You can find it under the Solitaire tab. It's updated every Friday. So if you haven't played these hands yet, you can stop the video and go play and then check the video. Or you can just enjoy the live stream and see if your thoughts are running close to mine at the key points or not. Anyway, here we have a 17 high card point, a clear 1 heart opening bid, strong hand. With partner being a passed hand, it was possible that we would stop short of game, but not after this bid. Having found a fit, I won't stop short of game, and we need really little to get to 10 tricks here. And one thing that it's probably a matter of style, I dislike invitations in general. I think they are risky. They have a price going to the 3 level, and they reveal too much. That's the main problem with them. And so I wouldn't invite with this hand. I would just either shoot game or pass, and here I will bid game. One strategy that can work especially against the robots is to fake an invitation here. And so if I won't do this because it's not clear to me whether I want them or don't want them to lead diamonds, for example. It might be good for us for them to lead diamonds or not. But it has other profits than the lead. So if you just fake let's say you bid 3 clubs here, I won't do that. But if you did, you'd be showing length in clubs, and that may induce the robots to make some interesting decisions and mistaken decisions later in the deal. But let's just bid 4 hearts and see what dummy will give us. Well, we have 3 no trumps would be much better. And it's not as unexpected as some people would think that this kind of hand with running tricks play better in no trump. But we have only 9 top tricks, and we have some shot at getting a 10th in the clubs. So if the 8 draws a 10 of hearts, for example, if we have 2 entries to dummy in hearts, our position would be much better. Let's see what will happen here. Yes, now we have a very clear plan. We want to develop a second club trick, and we will be able to do it if one of the honors is in East. We won't be successful if West has both club honors, but that is unlikely, and he might have led a club. So let's just unblock this ace of clubs. Play a heart to dummy. And play a club throwing a spade. So that's, in the literature, this is called a loser-on-loser play. And so we are losing a spade that we would lose anyway, unless West had ace king of spades, which is again unlikely. But we are developing a trick while we're doing that. So now we can win in our hand and use the last entry to dummy. Now, since they didn't catch the spade, we will get to 10 tricks, even if king, queen of clubs are in West, which they are. But now I will lead the 10 of clubs, and when he covers, I just ruff. And there's nothing else to the hand. Let's just claim 10 tricks. We will score 2 hearts and 2 diamonds in this ending. 1 diamond and a club, sorry. And we got an excellent score, 92%, a bit too excellent to my taste. because it was a nice hand, but wow. Let's see if people are getting the same lead. That is a blind spot to many people, apparently. And one comment that is worth making is how the 10 of hearts helped us. So he should not have played that 10 of hearts. And if he didn't play the 10 of hearts, we'll unblock, heart to the jack. We'll be missing an entry, yes. It's a big error from East to play that 10 of hearts. So that was an interesting deal. Let's go to the next one. 12 high card points, A1 club opening bid. And A1 no trumper bid once partner doesn't show hearts. And will not accept any invitation here. Our 12 points are really ugly. And they are 12. So we got a favorable lead here. The robot invites with some very, very huge hands. As you can see, 12 high card points. I would have bid 3 no trumps in a flash with his hand. But even so, it's if we had the 10 of clubs instead of the 9, or even better, instead of the 8, would be very well placed in 3 no trumps. But with the clubs as they are, we can lose easily 4 clubs and a heart. And so our plan of attack here is quite obvious. Win cheaply and drive out the ace of hearts. And so we'll have at least 3 hearts, ace, king, 7, and the jack of diamonds that we just won 8 tricks. So if they don't attack clubs, well, the jack is a nice card for us. It's promoting our 9-8. There's only the ace and the 10 out, so our 9-8 may produce an extra trick, and probably will, yeah. But that was I wouldn't say a mistake. It's too much to call it a mistake, but it was an unlucky decision by West to play the jack rather than low. If he had played low, he would run 5 club tricks, since clubs are 5-2. So now we can claim. Our hand is high, as you can see. We don't need diamond breaks or anything else. And they could have won 5 clubs and the ace of hearts just by unblocking the clubs without wasting the jack. And it's tough to say which is the I don't think it's obvious from West's viewpoint, especially once East doesn't play the queen of diamonds. So South should have lots of diamond honors, but from West's viewpoint, his party may have the ace of hearts, the king of hearts. But probably the best play here is a low club rather than the jack. Would lose to king 9 in our hand, but it would win against king or 9 in East's hand. Okay, now we have 14 high card points. I will not open 1 no trump with this one, although I might because of the vulnerability, because that turns the 1 no trump opening bid into a preempt. That's a funny effect of vulnerability here. The opponents are full and we are not. So if we shade our no trump openings a little bit here, we can stop West from overcalling in a major. But I will just open 1 club. And now after partner bids a heart, the conventional bid, according to the robot system, to show 3 card support is a double. So let's follow the system. Now they have found us that spade fit that we're concerned about, but we have a minimum balance. And even though we have 14, the queen of spades just decreased in value after they are bidding spades. So we don't have enough gas in the tank to do anything other than pass. And very likely, if we had opened 1 club or 1 no trump, we would have a better result at this point. Although East has a very powerful hand here. And maybe if the ace of clubs and let's say 5 spades to king are in West, maybe they are missing game here, maybe. Who knows? So we cash our 2 hearts. Diamonds are very likely a singleton with declarer and 2 with partner, since partner didn't need a diamond. I'm thinking whether it's a nice idea to play a heart, but I think there's no rush. No good reason for us to do that. And if the ace of clubs is with partner, it's safer for him to just play a club and a club. Interesting discard. So declarer didn't. And now he's offering us ducking is what I was considering, since this king is almost certainly a singleton. But if declarer has 6 spades, then the bidding was really strange. If he has six spades and an ace and a king, why was he stopping? Why was he not bidding over 1 club? So I don't believe in 6 spades. If he has only 5, the diamonds are dead once we shorten them. So he had 5 clubs. And didn't play the queen, which is strange, allowing partner to win with a very cheap club, the first club trick. That threw me off the track. But we'll score a trump trick for sure. And now 2. Because partner wouldn't play with the jack of spades and then not rough stuff without. So 200. And indeed, West had only 5 spades. And hearts were 6-3, so the second heart would be a rough and slough. Probably not, since, well, I don't think it would be anything different here. Oh, well, now we have a funny deal. Partner opens 2 diamonds and we have this. And we might make 7, we might not make 6, but my experience with the robots, at least, is that the quick thrust, hitting just 6 diamonds here, is our best shot. Notice, let me explain why. If you picture partner with a typical 2-diamond opening bid, is what? King, queen of diamonds and nothing else. That's a minimum, right? Now we are maybe on a finesse. Not on a finesse if partner has a singleton club. We will be able to establish the clubs. Because we have 10 trumps. And sometimes partner has a little bit extra. Maybe no queen of diamonds, but maybe the king of clubs or the king of hearts. And we get a good lead. That's the big plus of not beating around the bushes. Maybe we will get a non-spade lead after this. That's what happened, and so we have 13 tricks. If we are not roughed, probably we won't be roughed. So we can claim now 13 tricks. %85%. So we are in second place with this 87.5%. Somebody's making slightly better decisions than us. But we still have 4 deals to go. And by the way, this being the midpoint, it's a good spot for a word from our sponsors. You can visit my website, thebridgeexperts.com, learn from the best, and you will see some information about a course, 12-week course that I offer that will help you. We have some testimonials from some great bridge names and from students too. And this is not a typical bridge course in that I will not be teaching you squeeze technique or fancy bidding conventions, but the idea is to train your brain to think more efficiently at the bridge table. And so if you think that would be useful for your bridge development, give me a call or send me a message. This is the phone. And there is, of course, a link somewhere in that page. I won't be wasting too much of our time for you to send a message. And you can always comment here, of course. Okay, now we have a nasty problem because we have a hand with which we want to compete. We have an opening bid and two nice suits to offer. But no bid is a good description because there are conventions, by the way, but I won't mention them. Not the focus here. It will make this easier. But playing standard, our possibilities of action are double or two diamonds. And two diamonds buries hearts, in a sense, makes it harder for us to find hearts. And double overemphasizes clubs. Partner might me insist on clubs with 5, or even beat them with 4, and we are so weak that if we double in standard, there is a style called equal level conversion. You can look about the web for details on it. That would double with this hand, and if you double and they take out clubs, 2 diamonds. So if it goes double, pass 2 clubs from partner, pass. And then you beat 2 diamonds. You're not showing extras. You're just showing a hand like this, diamonds and hearts. But in the absence of this agreement, if you double and then bid 2 diamonds, you have a much better hand than this. You have a hand that is too strong to overcall 2 diamonds. So here, if you want to bid anything, it's 2 diamonds. And the vulnerability is dangerous because game is far off, partner being a passed hand, and we may easily go down to 100 against part score, even without double. So I'll pass without a lot of conviction, but now I can double. Now I have limited my hand, and if partner takes out 2 clubs, I'll take him 2 diamonds. And you understand the kind of hand that I have. So now having double and getting a redouble, it's he's looking for blood. But now I have described my hand, and not without risk, maybe push them. Wow, partner resurrected from the dead, and suddenly he has 4 hearts, and we are in a bad spot because we won't be able to get rid of our clubs. So after they catch 2 spades and a heart, even if diamonds are running, we'll lose a club. So our best hope here is that 3 spades make. If 3 spades is making, maybe hearts are for 1 and diamonds are for 2. That is our best shot. So I'll duck this. And the king of clubs being on side for them is also good news. So we are. And let's hope for hearts for 1 as well. And now we can claim, basically. Unfortunately, hearts are 3-2, so they would lose 2. They will have to guess clubs. They would lose 2 diamonds and a heart. So 68, not bad. But, and certainly better than 2 spades, which was the alternative, right? So the only way for us to survive here is to tie these guys who are bidding 2 diamonds and then being able to defend against 3 spades. And so I have some sympathy for partner's decision, but it wasn't the right one. And 3 spades might have made, might not have made, depends on the club guess. Anyway, 18 high card points, 1 hard opening bid, and a 2-no trumpery bid. So this is an auction that will probably be duplicated everywhere. 8 of diamonds is, we have some duplication in clubs, so 10 high card points and only 3 tricks. It's a little bit nasty. The 8 of diamonds, if it's from the ace, it's a strange card because he would have ace 10 9 8, ace jack 9 8, something like that. And he loves to lead from short suit. So I would assume, and we'll see right now, that the ace is in East. Yep. So now we have to decide which suit to develop. And my inclination is that that 9-8-7 of spades and diamond means that we can develop extra spade tricks if there is a doubleton 10 or jack. So spades is more likely to be useful. Let's say we win in hand. We want to preserve entries to diamond in that case. We win in hand, play the queen of spades. They'll take it. They shouldn't in many cases, but the robot doesn't duck us. Unfortunately for him, win the club, return, and now we play a spade to the king. Hopefully we'll get a see an honor and then drive out the spade, and we still have entries. So that looks okay. Let's see if they'll duck this. If they're learning to play. Yep. So now when they lead a second spade, it's better for us to play the king, because if spades are 3-3, it doesn't matter. Okay, but if it's spades are 4-2 and East has 4, it also doesn't matter. He has jack and 4th, and we are in a bad shape. But if he has the doubleton, consider how many doubletons there are missing, and there are more doubletons with an honor, the 10 or the jack, than without an honor. Could count this out for you, but it's, yeah, that's a bit of a chore. So, well, spades were 3-3, and now dummy is high, and we have 10 tricks. Dummy is high with our red honors. 96.4. That's a bit amazing. Are people choosing hearts over spades? So this guy, yeah, they are choosing hearts over spades. The funny thing is that our hearts look better, but they are not, considering that we don't have the 9, and that the actual heart position on our 9, 4th behind us, cost us more tricks than if we went after spades. Okay, so now we have a 18. Yes, 18 high cut point. That's a reverse. Very normal reverse into diamonds after the expected major suit response. And this is forcing. Okay, partners showing 8+ hand. So I'll just bid 3 hearts because we don't have great heart stoppers, and maybe we should be playing from his side. If he has something like ace, doubleton, ace 10, something like that. Okay. He has some stuff in the majors. We have some stuff in the minors. We'll clearly finesse this diamond queen. And we need some entries to north. Maybe we should lead the jack of clubs at some point to force an entry. Ace queen of hearts offside. So they gave us our heart trick at an inconvenient moment. And if they can run hearts, we are in bad shape. So let's take our best shot in clubs, which is a finesse now. Wow. No more finesse for us. No more finesse for us. Maybe we should just give them the hearts at this point. Maybe. So let's see how many tricks we'll have. We have so far 2 clubs, 2 diamonds, a heart, and a spade. That is an annoying break. Clubs 5-0. So why is this guy leading a diamond? He has a void in clubs. A diamond from apparently a weak suit, right? We're missing ace, king, queen, jack. I think the king of spades, well, he might have lots of little spades, but most likely the king of spades is with ace because he has lots of spades for sure. So we may plan on losing a diamond, 3 hearts. If we play the jack of clubs here, that's the 5th trick. And we'll have 3 clubs, 1 heart, 4, 2 diamonds, and a spade. Maybe some chances of an 8th trick in spades or diamonds. Another way of playing this is winning the ace and finessing spades immediately. Let's say East wins and they cash hearts. And then we try to get off lead with a 4th diamond for East to give us an entry to the spades. If that is the case, we will lose 3 hearts, 1 diamond, and the diamond that we lost, that's 5. And the spade king is 6. Not great. So apparently it's best for us to just play the jack here. And let them. Queen of spades is blocking us. That's a very annoying thing. If we switch the queen and the jack of spades, you can run our minor suit tricks, then lead a heart, and hopefully East would win ace of hearts, cash, perhaps any hearts, but then lead the spade to us. But if East has 4 diamonds, let's see what happens if East has 4 diamonds and 5 hearts. To explain West's non-heart continuing. Would he pass with 5-4? Yes, he would. He's very weak. 5 hearts to the ace queen. 4 diamonds and 4 spades. That would explain why he didn't pitch a diamond in the last club. It's the spade. So right now I have a way of making it if the king of spades is outside. But is it? That would lead it to down 2 if I try this finesse. Especially if diamonds are 3-3, I could just make 3 clubs, 3 diamonds, a heart and a spade. That's down 1. I won't risk that finesse. I can hope for him to cash hearts before leading a low spade, and that means that I wouldn't block the queen of spades. That's a mistake that many people would make. So can think of that. And he discarded the heart. That's good. So let's see. if diamonds are breaking. They are not. So this guy has 4. So if I need a heart now, and he cashes 2 hearts, I will lose. Well, he'll cash. I'm assuming that hearts are 5-2 because West didn't play a heart when he won the Queen of Clubs. So he has at this point 2 hearts and a diamond to cash. And that's too much. So I can't play a red card now. Let's play another club. What a nasty blockage in spades, huh? I don't need that King of Hearts. But he discarded all spades. So if he has a singleton King of Spades now, I'm dead. But if not, let's finesse this and lead a club. And maybe this guy here has no red cards. Yeah. So we got a good ending at the end, and East indeed had 4-5-4-0. That was a good one. Worth the 100% that we got. We had to sweat this one out. And here we are with the final deal, 16 high card points. We have a heart raise, but we also have spades. And in this kind of hand, if we find a double fit as we just did, slam becomes much more likely. So for slam, what we need is something like the King of Hearts, King, Queen of Hearts, the King of Spades, King, Queen of Hearts, and 1 ace, roughly. That's what we need, 12 high card points. Because we can run tricks in the majors. And with our ace plus the King of Clubs, which is apparently on side, that's 12. So let's see if he can bid diamonds. No need to. We should consider taking out a 6-note trump. So maybe he has a singleton diamond. So let's not do it. No, it has a void, but 3 diamonds for the queen. I don't regret. We have 12 tricks after all. And if we had found a club lead, which is very much expected. So what we can do now is to try to fool them into not cashing that ace of diamonds. Very unlikely, but we have to play the cards that we are dealt. So if there's a ruff here, we are going down 2. Nope. So now we can play. 10% only. The anti-climax. Climax? I don't know how you say that. But good enough for a first position. And if we had survived that lead, that was a very fine lead by West, by the way. If we had survived this deal, we would have a fantastic tournament. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next week, hopefully. Bye-bye.